Novgorod the Great is one of the most ancient cities of Russia. In the Middle Ages, the biggest cultural and historical center, known not only throughout Russia, but also in Western Europe and Arabic East. It is famous for its unique masterpieces of architecture of the 11th, 13th centuries, attracting a great number of tourists every year. The city's glorious past is not its only merit. Novgorod the Great is the site for intensive construction of modern blocks of apartments, hotels, recreation and cultural centers, industrial and research facilities. One of the most convincing proofs of Novgorod's cultural and scientific significance in the 21st century is the foundation of the Novgorod State University. Thanks to this important institution, Novgorod the Great has a full right of being called a university city of the same educational rank as the two Russian capitals of higher education, Moscow and St. Petersburg. Ladies and gentlemen, all of us living in the 21st century are facing new requirements and conditions of work. To become worthy specialists who are supposed to be the leading force in sciences and arts in the near future, the students should be provided with wide educational opportunities. The more diverse the knowledge given to undergraduates, the easier their orientation and adaptation to the world realities, to constantly changing technological and scientific surroundings. The mission of our university is to make sure that our graduates acquire all the basics of comprehensive knowledge and get the serious motivation for continuous vocational growth. It is realized through various interdisciplinary studies, strong educational and scientific links between the numerous institutes and faculties incorporated in Novgorod State University. Due to the above, the Novgorod University has already become a famous university complex, in spite of its rather young age. Yaroslav Bavai's Novgorod State University was established on the basis of two oldest educational institutions of Novgorod, Polytechnic and Pedagogical, founded in 1932. The purpose of the new arrangement, the university complex, is the creation of the up-to-date educational establishment that would meet all the modern requirements at the undergraduate and postgraduate levels in the fields of natural sciences, techniques, humanities and arts. During the shortest time, Novgorod State University has become one of the biggest and strongest universities in the northwest of Russia, a place of attraction for young people from Russia and all over the world. Among more than 20,000 students, you can meet young people from more than 30 countries of the world: Morocco, Tunisia, Senegal, Cameroon, Congo, Namibia, Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Swaziland, Mauritius, Tanzania, Uganda, Sudan, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, China, Vietnam, Nepal, Peru, Finland, the United States, and other countries. Novgorod State University provides training in all fields of science, medicine, engineering and technology, economics, humanities. At 23 faculties and 110 departments, one can choose between 61 specialties. At the preparatory faculty, duration 1 year, the international applicants are trained for entering the university. Students study the Russian language and special subjects depending on the future speciality: chemistry, biology, physics, mathematics, drafting, computer studies, history, geography, and others. Specialities of Novgorod State University: General Medicine 6 years, Dentistry 5 years, Pharmacy 5 years, Nursing 4 years. Applied Mathematics and Computer Studies, Software of Computer Equipment and Automated Systems, Electronics and Microelectronics, Microelectronics and Transistors, Microelectronics and Solid-State Microelectronics, Radio Engineering and Telecommunications, Design and technology of electronic equipment. Radio physics and electronics. Engineering in medical biological applications. Technology, equipment and automation of industrial engineering. Technologies of engineering. Heat power engineering. Vehicles and automobile equipment. Machinery and metal pressure processing technology. Architecture. Architectural environment design. Urban construction and municipal services. Civil and industrial engineering. Design, industrial, fashion. Technology of art materials processing. Management. Human resources management. Commerce. Economics and enterprise administration. Accounting, analysis and audit. Taxes and taxation. Finance and credit. Statistics. Law. Journalism. Physics. Mathematics. Chemistry. Biology. Geography. Environmental and natural resources management. Philosophy. History. History and archivistics. Philology. Psychology. Pedagogics and psychology. Preschool pedagogics and psychology. Pedagogics and methods of elementary education. Logopedics. Special psychology. Technology and entrepreneurship. Theory and methodology of foreign language training. Translation methodology. Arts and drawing. Music. Linguistics. Cultural studies. Physical training. Foreign languages. Veterinary. Agronomics. Zootechny. Forestry. Land cadastre. Agricultural processing and manufacturing technologies. Agricultural mechanization. Ecology. Duration of study. 4 years bachelor's degree, 5 years specialist or engineer specialist degree, 2 years master's degree after bachelor, 3 years postgraduate studies. The university has a qualification retraining faculty, scientific library, scientific and research center, new information technologies center, publishing center, research and development bureau Omega, experimental plant. The university possesses 20 buildings on the territory, totaling more than 165,000 square meters. The students have practice in hospitals, drugstores, dental clinics, modernly equipped. More than 70 research laboratories and scientific centers are located in the university, where all kinds of up-to-date investigations are carried out. The students have the possibility to use modern equipment to take part in this scientific research under the guidance of competent authorities and professors. After graduating from the university, all the graduates find a job in serious organizations and companies. Nowadays, about 1,000 professors work in the university, among them 100 doctors of science and 425 candidates. About 40 persons are members of the Russian Academy of Science, the Russian Academy of Medical Science, Petrovsky Academy of Science and Arts, Engineering Academy. 4 professors have the titles of Honored Scientist of the Russian Federation. The university has about 900 computers, which are united in one corporate network. There are 18 computer classes, web laboratory, multimedia studio, conference hall, presentation equipment. International relations of Novgorod State University cover the wide spectrum of activity. Besides the foreign students' training, the university executes the educational exchange of students and teachers, sends their professors abroad for teaching activity and to share experience, takes part in the international programs, conferences, seminars, practical studies. The university cooperates with 10 universities from such countries as Sweden, Finland, the USA, Germany, Poland, France and Norway. According to the rating evaluation system used in the European University Association, Novgorod State University is in the top 10 among 46 classical Russian universities. For preparing high-qualified specialists for Russia and other countries, Novgorod State University has received a great number of important awards. The university has become a leading regional center of education and science, oriented to provide Russia and other countries of the world with efficient human resources. The Russian organization RAKUS, which specializes in the field of rendering the international educational services, takes an active part in the university's life. Now RAKUS holds the leading position in Russia in the field of organization of the foreign citizens studying in higher educational institutions of the Russian Federation. The field of action of the organization RAKUS is rather extensive. The company has representatives in more than 30 countries of Asia, Africa, Near and Middle East. Their activity allows the company to establish close international relations and consider in its work the special features of culture and mentality of different countries. RAKUS is engaged in providing services for the preparation and giving information to foreign citizens about the activity of higher educational institutions in Russia, organizing international educational exhibitions, processing the documents for admission. RAKUS meets students at the airport, processes all documents which are necessary for registration, which gives the right to stay in Russia and study at the university, helps students in opening bank accounts, carries out the control over progress, renders legal and consulting help, serves and supervises students during all period of education, 6 to 10 years, keeps in contact with parents of students. Work with foreign students is a joint activity of the university and RAKUS, where each side professionally carries out the specialized functions. Special attention is given to the questions related to the life and relaxation of students studying at the university. Their academic progress directly depends on how comfortably they will feel in their daily life. To study in Russia, it is necessary to make only 3 steps: receive student's invitation letter, apply for a student's visa, enter Russia. Dear ladies and gentlemen, high standards of education is a guarantee of your successful professional future. You create your future today. The world and times change, and aspiration to knowledge, perfection and heights will always be there, and the only unique wealth which the person does not lose is knowledge. RAKUS organization invites you to study and obtain higher education in medical, engineering technical, engineering economic, and humanitarian specialities in the country where literacy of the population makes 99%, in the country of the space pathbreaker, in the country with advanced both elite and accessible education and scientific potential, which provides the status of Russia as the largest world power. Welcome to Russia.